Hello guys, my name is Nagato, and for today I basically got kind of a new style of a video. Today I'm going to be talking about, is a modded PlayStation 4 worth it, and some of my personal thoughts and pros and cons. Today I'm going to be having also in the background Kingdom Hearts running, one of my favorite games, while I talk. So hopefully, instead of me just babbling on and just seeing me on the PC, you could watch some gameplay. But to be quite honest, let me go ahead and start off with my own personal thoughts. So I currently own two PlayStation 4s. I have one that's on the current firmware right now, and I think it's 6.51. And then I also have my modded PlayStation 4 Pro, which is on 5.05. So I kind of have the best of both worlds. But you may be asking, why would you want, a modded PlayStation 4 in 2019? Well, for me, I do care about online, and I don't care about online. And as many of y'all guys know, having a modded PlayStation 4, unfortunately, as of right now, as of April 1st, 2019, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke. You can't go online via, on a modded PlayStation 4s. It's just not possible. I think due to like the SAMU, it requires it being cracked or something like that. But anyway, in my personal experience, I kind of like, playing offline anyway. I used to, back in the PS3 scene, I used to play PlayStation Home and mod on like Gran Turismo 5 and other games. But other than that, as of right now, I play some online games on my other PlayStation 4, like GTA and like Call of Duty sometimes. But other than that, I really don't see myself, always playing online games. So that's why, for a reason for me, that's one reason why I have a modded PlayStation 4. So that may be not for you if you really do care about online. That may be a deal breaker. One reason, as opposed to having a modded PlayStation 4, of course you could get to play free games. I do not condone piracy, but that is an option. One feature I do like on the PlayStation 4 though is you can back up your official games that you have via disc. So let's say, for example, you wanted to basically back up your game and not have your disc in your system. You could use the dumper method, and then basically make fake package files of your games that you already own, and then that's how you could basically run games. So I do like that feature, of course, on regular PlayStation 4s that are on official firmware. And you can't do that, since you can't run a WebKit exploit. Another feature why I do like the modded a modded PS4, as opposed, you get to use other people's save data, and then basically you could play on modded saves. So that's pretty cool if you're playing a lot of RPGs, or you just want to go through a story faster, or if you were recording for a channel and you wanted to test stuff, using other people's save data is a good method. And with this on modded PS4s, you don't have to have Save Wizard. Another reason why I personally really love the PlayStation 4 or a modded PS4, is because I can run PlayStation 2 ISOs, and I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 2. That's probably still one of my top favorite systems. So the PlayStation 4 originally, even on your regular systems, has an embedded PS2 emulator. That's why in the PlayStation Store there are PS2 classics such as Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, Bully, and The Warriors. There are a couple of other games like Jak 2, Jak 3, and a few other PS2 classics. So Sony doesn't really utilize the whole PlayStation 2 emulator. There's a cherry picked amount of games, and then you don't get the whole entendre of the whole PlayStation 2 library. As opposed to on a modded system, I could play even unreleased games and unreleased betas through patching, or just basically running them. So that's very cool for me to provide some archive history for games that may not get the light shown on them anymore, since we're in 2019 and a lot of people really do not care. Or I mean, there is a community, but it's not like a big community for that type of stuff. With that being said, speaking more about being on a modded PlayStation 4, running emulators, for example. So on my modded PS4, I can run classic Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games, Game Boy Advance games, and everything such like that. So with that being said, that's already off the back, and I'm getting to give these games a try on 1080p hardware. So that was like a very cool thing for me to do. Another reason, I'm trying not to babble on, for having a modded PlayStation 4, you get to run movies, backups, basically using a media player app. I know you could do this on the regular PS4, but with having a modded PS4, you could do a little bit more of that. I'm trying to list all the stuff. So basically, if you really care about emulators, and if you really like playing old classic games. Oh, also a big feature I almost forgot with modded PlayStation 4 is running Linux. So if you want to turn your PlayStation 4 into full-fledged Linux system, basically get that set up, you could basically run Linux, and then you could even run emulators within Linux. So you can run PSP. I've seen people even run the PS3 emulator, I think RSCPC3. So that was pretty cool seeing that, the PlayStation 2 emulator on there, and you could just run Linux, and who doesn't like Linux? So that's like a one big feature that I know that came out recently, running Linux on your PlayStation 4. So basically turning it into your own little gaming PC. But with that being said, I'm gonna go and go from that topic, and then I'm gonna talk about the regular PlayStation 4. So of course, the big feature for me for a regular PS4 is online, and who doesn't like playing with their friends? So that's like one way of that's automatically people would just say I can hold off on a modded PlayStation 4. I'd rather just keep playing online. Another reason with modded or not modded PlayStation 4s on like just regular PlayStation 4s, you get the support of PlayStation Plus. So let's say if you want to ever get free games per month, or with the PlayStation Plus service, and then with that being said, you wanted to back up your save data via the PlayStation Cloud, you do have that option. You get the amenities of PlayStation Network, such as messaging, going and partying with friends. None of that stuff is going on modded PlayStation 4s, which is kind of unfortunate at the moment, but that's pretty cool. You could still use Save Wizard on both ends, so that's kind of like both pros for both ends of a modded and a non-modded system. I'm trying to think of more pros for having an official firmware. Oh, you don't really have to worry about the latest updates. So let's say, I don't know, something comes on the latest firmware version of 6.52, and it's just a better UI, or a new system software updates, and something cool comes out for the PlayStation 4 firmware, and you stuck on 5.05. If you upgrade, you lose all your hacks and mods and stuff like that. So that's a benefit of having, being on the latest firmware, having more of a quote-unquote stable firmware, and basically making your PlayStation 4 more stabilized and not to run into bugs. Also with DLCs and downloads, you have more access to that. You'll have access to your PlayStation Network account, syncing trophies, all of that good stuff. So it was really more of an online aspect for the regular PS4. But yeah, with that being said, I think it's personally up to y'all guys on what y'all like to choose and stuff. So for me personally, I really I like going between both worlds. So if you want to have the best of both worlds, literally go ahead and maybe save up for a modded PS4, and then keep your regular PlayStation 4. That's the best of both worlds. However, if you you want to you say, hey, I really don't care for online modding, or online essentially, and I could mod offline and stuff like that, and do stuff offline, run emulators, do a whole bunch of stuff, create custom themes for my PlayStation 4, run mods and hacks for my favorite games, through PS4 Trainer and stuff like that. Those are the methods on how to go about that stuff on a offline modded console. But let me know in the description, and excuse me, not in the description, but in the comment section, on how y'all guys really feel about about this topic. Let me know if you rather have a modded PlayStation 4 or if you rather have, a regular PlayStation 4 to access online. With that being said, my name is Nagato and I'm signing out. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm almost about to hit 100 subscribers. I think I'm at 90 right now. So thank you for, looking into my stuff. With that being said, I'm signing out, guys. Thank you so much.